gross. Oh man, I look at that picture and I cringe so hard. Like, I was like, at one point I thought that it was totally okay to walk out in public like that. So, hello guys, and yes, I am back to the 5 of you who are watching. I had a little bit of a leave because I had some stuff that I had to tend to, but at least I came back with blue hair. Oh god, well, I love this mane. I don't even know if you can see it properly. Whoa, I'm a mammy. So I decided to start off a little personal series of my own in which I will be recreating some old makeup looks I have done in the past, which means that I have to look at old makeup looks from my past. It's actually kind of fun. I'm feeling a little nostalgic going back. I got to do this bright colored look that I had I did a little bit differently. I didn't darken the outer corners like I did in the picture here. But I kind of like this. I'm liking this version, and I hope you do too. So stick around. I hope you enjoy the show. Hello. So we are beginning with some moisturizer, and I am using this cream for my skin, which is for eczema, and I purchased this at CVS. I had a really bad breakout around this time, so this was super helpful, and I'm loving these faces. Next, I am moisturizing my lips with some EOS lip stuff, and we are beginning to prime with my NYX Born to Glow primer, and this stuff is just by far my favorite thing to use. And I was running out of it at this point, so that is seriously unfortunate. But it's okay. I made it work. And then I just blended it in with my fluffy brush. Ooh. Next, I am using NYX Illuminating Primer, and I'm only going to apply this at my highlighting areas. And I must say that this is one of my favorite products to use, but you have to work so fast with this because it dries on your face, so you have to make sure that you blend it in as quick as you possibly can. It gives you such a beautiful glow though, so it's like definitely worth it. Oh, excuse me, I am drinking root beer as I'm doing this. So I do my foundation in so many different ways. I don't have like a set routine, so this time I decided to use my contouring method first, which is taking a dark and light foundation sticks and putting them in my highlight and contour areas. I think I've done a video like this before, so I'm not going to get into too many details, but I definitely went over my eyebrow area where I shaved just to hide little hairs, and now I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm using a Wet n Wild foundation. I actually bought it for $5 at Five Below, and I regret nothing because it works fine for me. You know, I blend it in and there's no streakiness, there's no clumpiness, so it definitely doesn't do anything wrong. And I'm using this contour palette from Five Below, and I'm in love with this. If you're on a budget, I'm telling you right now, this contour palette is amazing. It's so well pigmented, especially the highlight. Oh, I love the highlight part, but the contouring part is very well pigmented, and I have no complaints. $5 at Five Below. And now I'm just sculpting my cheekbones, pretending that I am 50 pounds lighter, but I'm going to go back in with some Anastasia Beverly Hills and just taking the lighter part to sculpt a little bit extra. I want to cut my cheekbones. Now this is a contour palette also from Five Below, and I'm in love with the blush from it. It's like a glimmer peachy tone, and I'm going back into the original highlight and contour and getting the highlight from that glow palette, and look how pigmented that is. Like, God, it's so amazing. A little bit on the nose. So I'm taking some setting powder, putting it underneath my eyes, underneath everywhere where I might crease, and now I'm going in on IT Cosmetics Build a Brow, the color Espresso. And I'm just shaping. As you notice, I shaved my eyebrows off, so I'm just having to build a whole new eyebrow here. And, you know, I guess that's why I shaved them off. It makes it so much easier to sculpt. And I apologize for the blurriness of this video right now. I'm still getting used to some new settings, so I apologize, but you get the picture. I'm making an eyebrow. Now I'm going to go in with MICA Cosmetics Primer, prime those eyes up all over the lid in the lower part, and getting our Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Let's make some eyeshadow. So normally I go in with a lighter color, like a light nude to transition, but I just want to go straight into this purple. And I'm going to blend it out as best as I can all over the crease. And you just want to keep going in until you get the desired look. So now I'm taking my jumbo pencil from NYX and the color Milk, and I have used almost all of it. So I'm going in and I'm just putting on my lid. So I'm using this to sculpt the shape that I'm looking for. And this is going to make the eyeshadow show a lot more, which is what I was definitely going for here. Now I'm using a Beauty Book palette from e.l.f. and I'm taking the yellow and I'm applying it all over the first half of my eyelid. Going back in and patting some extra, and I'm just patting it on. Don't rub it too much because then you'll take out the shape. And in the electric palette, I'm sorry, it's upside down. I am taking the orange and I'm just applying that on the outer corner. So I'm just using two colors on my lid, that yellow and that orange. And you're gonna keep patting it on and then I'm taking the berry part of that electric palette. Can't remember the color, my apologies. And I'm just putting that right into the purple. It makes a really cool gradient, and I'm definitely using a highlight also from that glow palette. And then I'm taking my white NYX pencil and just putting it on my waterline, going back into the electric palette, taking the green and the blue, and I'm making a gradient on the bottom. I can't recall which eyeliner pen I'm using here because I know I had just gotten like 3 different ones, but I'm just making my liner now. And you guys know how much I love that thick liner. And going back in with some mascara, brushing away the setting powder. And we have completed the face. Now this is a nude lipstick also from Five and Below. And I'm just keeping the lips nude here. I didn't want to go too crazy with the colors, especially since the original picture had like nude lip. Going back in with some nude gloss, fixing up the hair, and then we are completed here with our look, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week.